Morning.
I hope you can see us both. We're sat miles apart in the van, aren't we?
Yeah, it does feel really weird. It's not quite like the car.
So the boat is parked at Birstall, which is near Leicester, on the outskirts of Leicester, and we're heading up to Derbyshire, to Oakums, to see the progress of the boat. Very excited, aren't we?
Yeah, so it's an hour and 21 minutes. Not as far as we thought, actually.
No.
So that's really good.
Yeah, 60 miles. It's not too far,
Yeah.
is it?
No, not at all.
Well, we're going round lots of roundabouts, so this should be fun. We have seen the final coat of paint, but not in the flesh, only in the photos that Liam sent us, and we think it looks amazing, doesn't it?
Well, it's exactly what we had in mind.
Yeah.
So for us, we absolutely love it. I know it might not be everybody's taste. We hope people enjoy it.
I think it's better than I expected.
Yeah, you were always thinking with our current boat, though. I think the colour of it when you first saw it, but I do think it looks striking. The windows have gone in.
Yeah, the windows are being done today, but we're going there to film the rest of the windows going in to show you how that's done.
Yeah.
And Rob Wagg's going to be there doing the sign writing for the boat, and we can't wait to see that.
Yeah, very excited. We need a discussion, I think, about exactly what we're putting on.
That's it. This way. Loughborough.
So yeah, it should be very exciting. I think we need to get some stuff to take up for lunch.
Oh yeah. We thought this would be a good opportunity to introduce you to the whole team at Oakums. A lot of people have been asking us, are we going to choose the same name, Morning Star, or what are we going to call this new boat? And we can reveal that the new boat will be called
Morning Star.
Morning
I think
Star.
everyone knew that we're taking the name with us. So it has like sentimental value for you, doesn't it?
Yeah, I had a lot of family in Texas, and you know, quite a lot of that family aren't here anymore, and we do miss them. And Texas being the Lone Star state, I thought it might be nice to get the name or the word star in the name. And it also signifies
it means new beginnings and light bringing
and safe journey as well, doesn't it?
So it totally ties in with like our whole journey, doesn't it?
Yeah.
From the start.
And our ethos.
Yeah. So it is a good word. I'm just thinking, like, it's so windy. I look like the guy off the Hamlet advert. Like the comb over coming across.
Showing your age there, Anthony. The
Cheeky
Hamlet
sod.
advert. You are. Anyway, let's go inside and see what's going on.
Yeah.
This is so exciting for us, isn't it? Because we've got the amazing Rob Wagg, who's a sign writer extraordinaire, and I've been watching his work, and it's amazing, isn't it?
Have you been interfering?
I've not been interfering, I've been asking lots of questions, but it's such a skill to have, seeing him write that by hand. It just looks...
It does. You can't believe how my own handwriting's like, can't read it, can you? So
can't read
to do
your
something
writing.
like that freehand is just incredible.
Yeah. And the colours that he's chosen really suit the boat, and we can't wait to see it finished. It's looking amazing already. Right, let's go and see
Let
what
the guys
Rob's
crack
doing.
on as well because they're into polish.
Yeah. So Rob, you're working on the sign, and it's Morning Star.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult is this?
About 10.
10 being difficult, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's relatively simple.
Yeah.
But best ask me that when I've finished.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm in awe because having done a little bit of sign writing when I was 17, what you've done so far would have taken me about, I know you've done a lot of preparation, it probably would have taken me about 4 hours to get to this stage.
Yeah, yeah.
How many boats a year would you say that you do the sign writing on?
2 a week.
Oh wow.
2 a week, so that's about 100 boats a year.
Yeah, blimey.
Perhaps more.
And how long have you been doing this now, Rob?
Well, I used to sign write wagons. The boats I've probably been doing since about 2006. I started doing them, but I'd already had a lifetime of sign writing before that, really. You know, doing the Yeah, I went self-employed signwriting in '92, I think it was.
Yeah.
So, but the boats didn't come along until much later.
Yeah.
And because like the sort of last stand really for any decent amount of signwriting, you know.
Yeah.
So it's sort of taken over.
It looks amazing. I mean, we've got vinyl signwriting on our current boat, and it's just, yeah, it's probably swear words to you, but we always wanted it to be hand sign painted.
Yeah, you can get something really individual, can't you?
Yeah.
I mean, if people ask me to signwrite a van for them that is an actively commercial vehicle, I send them to a graphics place.
Yeah.
But if they have a boat done,
Mm-hmm.
I always recommend that they'd have it done by hand.
And do you mind me asking what kind of paint you use?
It's like house paint, but it's got more pigment in it.
Yeah.
It's got a greater concentration of pigment in it,
Mm-hmm.
and it flows very well.
Yeah.
And you can thin it down and it still covers. But this is a really good covering colour anyway. Grey is just a dream to work with. Grey is.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's covering in one.
Yeah.
I'll probably give it another coat anyway, but
Yeah.
covers well, doesn't it?
Yeah. And how long would it take for this to dry?
It depends on the conditions really,
Yeah.
but in this sort of, atmosphere, a couple of hours.
Yeah. Are you sick of looking at the green of our boat yet?
No, no, it's nice. No, first one I've seen this colour.
Yeah. It's a light colour, isn't it?
I've seen them use areas of green, like Kawasaki green,
Yeah.
that sort of thing, which is pretty striking.
Yeah.
But that, as far as the whole boat is concerned, I'll leave that tape on.
I didn't ask Anthony if this colour was okay, but it looks amazing,
That looks
doesn't it?
amazing. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
happy to go with.
Well, it's going to be. It depends on the light you get it in, really.
Yeah.
When it's in the light reflected the lights of the workshop, it doesn't show up as much. But when it's on against a darker background like there,
Yeah.
it shows up quite well, and it'll show up better when the black shading's on.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. This is John, who has worked his magic on this boat.
We're trying.
Can you tell us how many layers you put on?
Oh god, we've had about 6 coats of base coat, and we've had about 5 coats of lacquer. 2 of them being sparkle lacquer and 3 of them normal lacquer. All we're doing now, we're backing it off a bit, as you can see, trying to sand it down, so just get rid of the orange peel off the job, which will sand down with 1500s and go to 2000s. Then we're going to polish it up with the green top. Then we're going to go with a finer polish on top of that to make it really nice and smooth.
Now,
That's what we're doing.
I was asking Liam about the aftercare. We use a product called Williams Waterless Car Wash. Do you think any product like that would be okay to keep cleaning the boat afterwards?
Yeah, absolutely fine. I mean, this paint's really, really hard. You can put anything on this. It's really, really good. And it'll keep it shine, the appearance of the paint all the time for years. It'll always be nice and glossy. But to protect it wise, I mean, that's down to you, what you want to put on it. But this will take anything. It's a really good, solid product.
Right, well,
It's nice and shiny.
we'll let you carry on with your job then.
Okay, thank you very much.
See that kind of thing?
Oh right, I see what you mean. You think it's something totally different.
Do you think that
If
would
you-
or not look right? Like,
Well, one thing is it's that other one was centred around the middle. That would be perhaps better on something like this.
do you think?
Yeah, if you like that look, and that feel, yeah, I'll do it for you with pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I thought the other one was better.
Do you?
Yeah.
That one. Lost it
So
now.
if I Google "this is the way," that'll come up.
Yeah, if you type Mandalorian and this is the way, it's that. It's very.
Okay. Oh, it's got sexy ladies on it.
How'd you feel about that, Paul? Some sexy ladies on the back of your boat?
If it fits fits in with the theme of Star Wars. It's not something I'd associate with stormtroopers, is ladies like that. But, yeah.
You never know.
If we were driving a truck...
Yeah. It's that pose, isn't it?
Yeah. It's good, isn't it? So do you think that font would work?
Yeah, sure. I like it, actually. It's good.
We are massive Star Wars fans, aren't we? And we love the whole Star Wars franchise. It's one of my favourite films. And we're big fans of The Mandalorian, aren't we?
are.
And one of the things that we picked up is a phrase from Mandalorian, which is "this is the way." And we thought that might be a really good thing to put on the back of the boat.
That's a lot of connotations, doesn't it? So, the nature, also the fact that it's an eco boat, and this is going to be the way, I think, forward for narrowboats.
And the lifestyle itself, isn't it? Yeah.
So, it's not just like about the Star Wars bit, although that sort of is a thing for us, isn't it? But yeah, definitely.
That's our big nod to Star Wars and The Mandalorian. And Rob's come up with a font. Well, he's got a font, and we've gone through some ideas. You've not seen it yet, have you?
No.
And I think it's going to look ace, so we hope you like it. Well, we're back to see the progress of the boat, and with only a few weeks before we launch, we're going to see what's done and what needs doing before we do launch. And also, Titan are here today. Titan covers, doing the canopy covers and the cratch covers. So let's go and see what they're doing. I think it's a boat show, and there's so much to... The covers are held down by tape, and then the whole week before the Crick Boat Show, and there's still quite a lot to do. But the holes are sealed with silicone to stop any rust, and then these rivets, called top hats, are put in place. And then Mark attaches the pop studs, making sure that the covers are tight. We've gone for a much lighter cover than the one we've got on our current boat, and the reason behind this is when you're sat inside, the covers are so much lighter, and we are going to protect them and clean them every 6 months. Work starts on the stern, and these are the hinges and brackets that support the frame. The stern on the new boat is 9 feet, and it's going to be a great place to entertain. It's much bigger than the one on our current boat, and the covers look enormous. At the time of filming this, they're only a few weeks before the Crick Boat Show, and there's still quite a lot to do, but the outside of the boat is really starting to take shape. While Mark continued to fit the covers, it was now time to see one of the windows being installed. Holes are drilled so that they can place a template in place, and then once they draw around this template, they can cut out the hole ready to place the window. What are you doing now, John?
Putting primer on to the back side of the window, which is to make it stick. I put sealant on, the window frame gets exactly the same where the window sits, and that's what makes it adhere and bond together. Otherwise it wouldn't stick very well.
If you've not already seen it, check out the video where we see these windows actually being made by Caldwell's in Wigan. It's a fascinating process. Like most boat builders, Oakums work really hard, and we can certainly appreciate the boat building process through the videos that we've been making. The skill involved, the time, the labour and the craftsmanship is just amazing.
I know I booked 4 for Bulgaria and I booked 3.
Well, we've come for a good look around the boat and it's looking ace as we expected, but what's been done and what has to be done before the boat launches?
So we've not got a massive amount left. Well, obviously you've seen it today. So in terms of completion, we've got to get the mattress in the front area, we've got to get the skylights in the dining room and kitchen. I've got batteries. So batteries are arriving with me, well they should have been today, tomorrow now, I've been told. After batteries, skylights will also be coming in. Skylights are the last thing really to get fitted. Other than that, it's just the blacking of the bottom. So we are about there. We've got to give the boat a bit of a wash down when it comes outside. We're ready for Crick. We're ready to take on the public, for people to see it, and I think it's a beautiful boat. It's turned out really well, and I hope you guys are happy with it as well. Sorry, Robin, I'm just coming here to stick a camera in your face, buddy.
That would be alright if I knew what I was doing. I'm doing this.
You're making it up as you go.
It's requiring a bit of thinking about, put it that way.
How have you found the signage so far on this one?
Yeah, it's been pretty good, yeah.
Brilliant.
More work in it than I thought.
Okay. That's usually the case, isn't it? I think once you start something.
Yeah, it is. Something to sign that to. You're shaking the wheel.
Well, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're going to Crick, we'll see you at the boat show. If not, we'll see you soon.